Good afternoon, everyone. Started a little bit early, but hey, I posted on Facebook. Um, First off, happy Martin Luther King Day. Uh, Celebrating a great man, a great vision, a vision that I truly believe in that all of us as the human race can get along with our different heritage and religions and everything and make this world better. It's a belief of mine. It's all about respecting the other person. And I just want to say that. Next off, Karen, congratulations. She did reach out to me. She was the winner of the bracelet, and this uh, in a couple of weeks, this is going to be shipping off to you in the proper size. Already got your size and address and everything. She is a real good friend, an excellent anime artist, as well as an IT professional in Erie, Pennsylvania. And I have worked with her. She lives in Erie now, but first time I met her was in Phoenix, Arizona. And she's a wonderful person. And her wife is wonderful as well. So it was nice talking to you this morning. Great to get in touch with you. We need to do that more often. Uh, when I moved away from Pennsylvania, she was and moved back home because of my dad being ill. She was one of the people that helped me pack up and move. Uh, Her and her wife, they weren't married then, but they are now. Uh, and it kind of means so much that I'm able to get something like that. Now, when it comes to prizes for subscribing to this channel, would you like to see more? I can do more, and I can put up stuff that I like to do. And some of the things I might do is possibly maybe a dice bag and a set of dice because I am a DM. I am a tabletop gamer as well. Uh, we might put that up as one of the uh, giveaway items. Uh, Also, I did it by drawing from this cup, and I'm going to show you the inside of the cup. Uh, and that's what I did is I went through the visible, what is called the visible YouTube, oh, back in there, uh, people, and uh, this is the name that was pulled out, and she contacted me. But each of them is typed out because if you know me, you know that my handwriting is atrocious. Uh, See, Keith, you were in there. So I'm putting Keith back into this jar. And Karen, since you've won this month, what I'm going to do is the next giveaway, you're not going to be in. Sorry, hon. You won once. We're going to take you out. We'll let somebody else win. Your wife's in there, so she could win too. So, uh, and I do not draw it out. My wife does. So it makes it fair. Okay. Uh, what I'm doing today is I'm going to be doing a little bit of Minecraft. I had to rebuild the server. I'm going to rebuild the server again, but I'm going to be making a backup of that server so I can put it on to the final server that I get it on. The solid state drive just crapped, and a good friend of mine, Linda Kennedy, off of my Frak Cancer Amazon wish list, bought me a new solid state drive. God bless you. These are just things I just can't seem to want to spend money on because of medical bills that are coming in and expenses that are coming up. And also, Lynn Elms bought me a cable and an air purifier with the UV germ killer. Thank you so much. Uh, Linda Kidney is also the one that got the green screen and some of my studio lights. So she's really given a lot to me. Uh, I've been doing PC work for her forever. She's a great friend. uh, better with the UIL. So, uh, cancer, talking about the cancer and fracking cancer. Uh, Tomorrow I go in for my blood draw, and then Wednesday I go in for another chemo treatment. A little bit overdid it this weekend moving around, so I was really tired today. I would have been on earlier, but I was severely exhausted. I slept in, took a few naps. I'm feeling good now. And let me push the game button. Ooh, kind of blurry there. Come on, get in focus. If you don't get in focus, I am going to have to go to the camera display and fix that. So, as in streaming, you always have problems. Ah, pull that over. Focus. That's looking good. Let me put it back onto auto. Apply. Okay. See if it auto focuses on me now. Keeps that good. Okay. I'll look good now. Background might go in and out if I move forward or back. Sorry about that. I'll try to get that more tuned in next time. Just have to stay here. So going to the next Fae and Nyx the Fae. Uh, that's actually, I do believe, a character in a book that I read. Nyx the Fae. Uh, but I did have to redo my place. I'm actually using barrels now for storage in my house. I completely rebuilt my house on this. Got some big oaks. And I got back at my old location because if you walk over here, you see the hole. Yes, very far down. I also noticed that John Chumley, my friend that's in Dallas, and his wife is a cancer patient as well. She she hasn't been doing too well, and I'm hoping that he can give us some good news this week. Uh, Coming up at night, so I won't have that much time, but see my house in the middle of the woods. That's all the oaks. But he's been using my server because he's currently out of town, and I think his server lost connectivity or something, and has not been back up yet. Need to fix some more stairs. We'll get to that soon enough. Let's go back up here. We might have to fix that where we can go out. Always a good thing. Got one more there. Nope. There we go. Take another look. Looks good. Haven't rebuilt my bridge across the way. I'll be doing that here shortly because we want to get at that. Yes. Uh, but I did rebuild this. Not sure if I like it here or not, but bottom floor. I have not yet torched up this place good enough. But zombie. To actually do a lot. Uh, Zombies, you just gotta love to kill them. That's a new saying. Just like we like to love to hate cancer. Tell it to go frack the freaking off. So, oh, got some Slimers down there. Spiders. Oh, too many torches. Come back, torch. Oh, you're gonna come to me, aren't you? Ah, yeah. Die, spider, die. Oh, he actually hurt me there. How rude. Doesn't that spider know who I am? No, just kidding. So, the other day I got a weird message coming in, and I'm going to talk about it. It's not dealing with cancer, but in a way, it's something that everybody should be aware of, that there are scammers out there trying to get you to send them money. Last year, my mom got hit by one of those, and she lost $2,700, not 27,000, even more, but $2,700. Basically drained her savings account and uh, a lot of her checking account. And what they do is that they either create an account that is of someone that you know or a relative. You usually get the information off of Facebook. They check your friends list or whatever. And this person was posing as Bernadette Hartman, which I know her, and they were doing it off of Instagram, which was uh, I I've never received anything from Bernadette via Instagram, and it's mostly all I do is receive notifications on Facebook about what's going on in the family and where they're at and the vacations they take, because uh, Ricky, her husband, owns a large farm, uh, substantial farm, and they are pretty much well off. Well, this one was talking about mortgage and getting mortgage. She she was talking about this foundation. What's the first thing I do, and this is what you should do to make sure if it's a scam or not, is take the name and do a Google search and see if you can't find that organization. This organization, it seems like a lot of people have been hit by this scammer because they had a little message that says, "We do not take applications over chat." So that part, I kind of knew that it was a scam. Uh, I knew also because I know Bernadette and I know Ricky. They're sweet people, even though they're pretty much financially well off. Their farm makes a lot of money, enough to send both of their boys to college, and you know it's a very solvent, lucrative farm, and it's because Ricky and Bernadette run it as a company, and they're constantly making sure they're making a profit, they're making good decisions. And because of that, I know they also own everything they have there, and I don't think they have a mortgage to talk about. So I'm just like going, I don't know who you are, but you are not my friend because she wouldn't contact me this way, no matter what. And I think they're both aware that I'm stage 4 cancer, and you know uh, something that you don't do to somebody like me. You don't try to steal money from a person that's having to put everything that they own towards medical bills. And and I still haven't gotten the bigger ones yet. And I know for last year, I'm most definitely going to be out uh, at least $2,500 that I'm going to have to come up, if not more, uh, because of uh, because of medical bills and what the insurance covers and what they don't cover, because they don't cover everything. If you believe they do, you're mistaken. There are certain things they will not cover. There was uh, a scan of my arm that they did not cover. So fortunately, it wasn't that bad. There was only $100, but still, uh, it's one of the reasons why I did the GoFundMe because uh, I know from experience of friends that have gone through this stuff that insurance doesn't cover everything. There's a lot of things that insurance does not cover. And even if you have some form of medical insurance for cancer, they still won't cover everything of your procedures. So, sorry, screen down at the bottom. I have to go back there and check the camera again. Uh, always pops it up on that screen, doesn't it? Uh, focus doing okay. So we'll go to the filter. I just had to reset the filter. Okay, should be better. Go over here. So yeah, that's why there's the GoFundMe. Should be in the description below, as well as in the description of the YouTube when I publish it. Um, Also, I have that Amazon wish list there. I don't expect people to buy me like the CPU or heatsink. That's something that I'm probably going to have to purchase on my own, maybe with income tax return or whatnot, because those things are expensive. And I seriously don't expect anyone to gift me those. Uh, the only reason I want to do that is I want my PC to last a good 5 to 6 years, and that's the most current one. And I know AMD's releasing uh, their new CPU line, which changes the socket, and that's not the most powerful, but next to the most powerful uh, Ryzen 9 5900 that you can get, and it would just basically set me up for probably about a 5 or 6 year run life on this PC, if not longer, as well as the memory. The capture card, yeah, that was a little bit cheaper. That's 100, and that's how I can do an HDMI camera, which my sister is giving me her old one. So hopefully I can hook that up to it and with that device and actually uh, increase this front video quality some. Even though I have a 4K camera, I'd probably move that back to my facial camera uh, and do it that way. Oh, how did I miss that one? But oh, out of tools. Should have noticed that when I was up there. But yeah, that's how things are going. I'm still praying for John's wife, and hopefully she gets her operation, a quadruple heart valve replacement. She's also a stage 4 cancer, but hers is intestinal cancer. Uh, and she went through what's called radiation treatment. It's where they expose her to a radioactive isotope in a confined room, and basically that did damage to her heart valves. So she's in the Dallas area, waiting to get an operation for that. Her oxygen levels were pretty low. I just hope she makes it through it because it would just devastate John if she was to pass. I mean, yeah, her suffering would be over, but he loves her, you know, and I just cannot imagine what he's going through. I know what I'm going through with mine, but him himself. Now we can make those. We gotta add these over in here. Stone. Oh, there it is. I hope everybody's doing good on this wonderful Martin Luther King Day. I'm fortunate enough to work for a state entity that takes this day off, uh, and you know, I think it is a great holiday, and I think people do a lot of charity work during this time and help their fellow man, and I would too, but immune compromised. I don't want to be around crowds. It's not that I'm a bigot or racist at this point. It's because of my health. I actually like hanging out with people. Did so last night. Played some Dungeons and Dragons. Don't know if y'all, who I know Karen does, and I know I have several other friends that just uh, play the game. And that's why I suggested, hey, doing some a dice bag with a set of dice. Would y'all be game for that as something as a giveaway? Because most definitely I would be keen to do so. Uh, because I do play the game and I think it's a wonderful game. I played it since I was a teenager, uh, which at that time, Dungeons and Dragons was very taboo, you know, especially in the West Texas area. Uh, if you don't know anything about West Texas, it is sometimes called the buckle of the Bible Belt. Uh, there's a joke that we have more churches than we have drugstores. Uh, don't get me wrong. I I'm a non-practicing Christian. I've had issues with organized religion for a while, but I do not judge those who go because a lot of people that go, they need to go. Uh, Me and God have an agreement. I pray to Him. I do what I need to do. Uh, and I treat my fellow man with respect. Uh, the way that you should. And that's that's my own philosophy, and I do not judge anyone for their own beliefs or their cultures. And one thing I want to emphasize here, and one thing I want to get a point across is, especially on this day of Martin Luther King's Day, we're all the human race. There is no the use of race kills me because it's not race that they're fighting about, it's their culture and respect of their culture. It's the respect of what they do with their culture. And let me tell you something. I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care what culture you come from. Everyone is intelligent and can be a wonderful, caring person that gives back to our society and to mankind. That's my belief. If you don't like that, that's just fine. Uh, and the reason why I say that is because I've met brilliant people from every race. And I have met people from different cultures that practice different religions. And they are they deal with some of the same things that everyone else does. They just have a different belief structure. Uh, and that goes with most of the what we call the God-fearing religions, because so many of those, which also disturbs me, are always fighting each other. But anyway, so you all pray to the same God, but you want to kill each other. That doesn't sound right. Stop it. And I also believe that people do stupid mistakes in their life. They're put into situations where they make bad decisions. That happens. Uh, God knows there's been plenty of them. And I've made some bad decisions in my life too. Uh, one of those was picking up smoking. I don't smoke anymore, but I did smoke. I smoked like a chimney, especially playing games. And could that be the cause of my cancer? Possibly. But there's no medical or scientific evidence that it was at this point. So I can't unequivocally say smoking gave me cancer. Do I think it could be a contributing cause? Possibly. Go ahead, split off. Where's your three little guys? Come on, come after me. Oh, y'all went back down. So sad. Uh, so this is probably going to be a long video. Most people are just going to listen to the first portions and not watch me dig rocks and moan off about equality. Uh, one of the and I mean true equality, even women. One of my first jobs in college. Uh, well, it's not my first job, but one of my favorite jobs in college was working special events at New Mexico State University. And my boss was a woman. And let me tell you something. She's the smartest, she was the smartest, most respected woman in her industry. They called her Old Mother Hubbard because she had been in the industry that long. Sorry. Uh, she knew influential actors, artists, and musicians, and everything. And I learned a lot from that woman about uh, work ethics, as I was the assistant to the administrative assistant to her. So when the concert was going on, I was at the concert, but I was in the office doing uh, the closure of a concert. So I knew how much people made. Uh, Garth Brooks going on a concert, he makes bank. He usually does multiple shows uh, at each venue, and basically every one of them is usually completely sold out. Uh, it was when he did the show there at New Mexico State. He did, do believe it was 3 nights, all 3 nights sold out completely. He's a great performer. He's a great artist. He works hard, and he puts on extra shows for his fans. Um, Now, I think the industry has changed since I've been in it, uh, and the tickets for some of these artists are ungodly expensive now. An average person can't afford to go to some of these concerts anymore because the price of them was just like, 150 on up, and I've seen ticket prices that edge towards the 500 level. And I was from the age where the most expensive ticket was like $75, and that was, well, actually it was 150, but that was for the Eagles, and it was supposed to be their last concert, but it wasn't. Everybody knows that story. But I did get to see the Eagles, and I paid the most expensive concert ticket. I think I paid $75 for it because I thought it was going to be the last time that I'd be able to see that group perform live. And it was a great concert for the most part. Uh, but I also ate a lot of ramen to be able to afford to go to that one. A lot of ramen. But like I said, Barbara, which was the director of special events at the time, or old Mother Hubbard, Barbara Hubbard, I think was her name, if I remember correctly. And let me tell you something. She was rough on us. You made a mistake, you heard about it. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. She'd let you know, but she'd also tell you, this is what you did wrong. This is what you need to do next time. So she would teach you what you did wrong. And, there needs to be more administrators. There needs to be more people that are at that point of, hey, come here, skeleton. You know, let's teach these people how to work and and do a good job. Okay, I gotta put up a fence here. Watch out for those spiders too. Lots of arrows. Need to build up a wall around the ladder there. Reinforce that. What time is it? Okay. Excuse me. Tasty. I may get on that one. Let's look at this. And and Charco. Okay, that'll work. Impact. Oh, there's a lot of monsters around. I gotta kill some. Here, monsters. Good God, where did these guys come from? Didn't even put it on the super hard. They just find me like the plague. No, just kidding. See if I can get some sleep now. Nope, still too many of them around. Let's go kill some more of the cancer around my house here. Uh, it's gonna be morning before I can get in there and get some sleep. Jeez, guys. Thanks a lot. There it goes. Also had a great visit with Lynn Elms. Let's helping her out with her Macintosh. That's one thing I have a problem with Apple computers is that they make a wonderful computer, but they stop support on it mainly to make sure that you buy new computers down the road. You know, it's a company decision, whatever. Uh, but the one that she has actually is a good working Macintosh. Yes, it's kind of long in the tooth. It's about 10 years old. Intel base. My problem is that she's no longer getting updates from Apple for her PC for the operating system, which makes her computer vulnerable. Well, my mom's in a similar situation. The price of computers have escalated. So both of their Macs, I think the one that she has is like the 27 inch. When she bought it, it was like 1200 maybe on Lynn Elms, and now she's looking at 1500 starting price, and she got some extra stuff in it. And on my mom, she has the 24 inch, which is even cheaper. I think she only spent like $950 for it. And now that one's like 1200 starting price. I'm just like going, you know, both of them, I kind of just like, you can go cheaper buying the Mac Mini and putting a monitor to it, reuse your keyboard and mouse, you're good. And, you know, when their Macs finally die or is at a point that they can't do anything anymore, that's probably what they're going to have to do. So, what am I going to put in this barrel? Don't know yet. That might be the food barrel. This is miscellaneous animal stuff. Put that in there, the eye in there. We'll go ahead and put the string in there. But me going off about this, you know, doesn't really say much, but it's just the truth of the fact right now. And with the cost of video cards, to build a computer, you're going to spend twice the amount for the video card as you do probably for everything else in that PC for a decent gaming PC, and that is, you know, going with a lower end CPU and everything. I think it's gotten kind of ridiculous. We're now uh, our inflation has gone up 7%, which is the one of the biggest hikes in years, and it kind of makes me afraid that we might be going into we're in a recession. Don't fool yourself. Uh, but it also makes me think that we're on the way to the other thing, and I'm not going to say because it's bad luck to say it because it'll make it happen. Uh, but that's I'll make this a food barrel. Oh, I got a good bow off of that one. Bad. Uh, that's kind of like where I stand on that in the ways that it's going in our country. A lot of the middle class, which I'm a part of that middle working class group. I did not see that. Uh, Even though I have a bachelor's degree, that working class, middle class, uh, is basically everyone with a bachelor's degree or below, unless you're, you know, there's some people who have gotten lucky with a high school diploma through things like Twitch and YouTube. They're making good money, but uh, I'm not saying anything ill of them because they work their butt offs to get that. You can't you can't make money in a entertainment industry without doing the work, streaming, whatever, and producing good content. My content isn't deemed to be good. It's deemed to be here as kind of like uh, almost call it an experiment of my oh sorry of my cancer journey. I was just checking some stuff on my Twitch, and I'm gonna have to mute my mic for a second. That's better. Sorry about that. Just had to go over and hadn't seen anything pop up on my chat. I don't know if people are talking or whatnot. So do a little bit of fishing. Sorry, octopus dude. See if I can get me some magical stuff. Fishing is so relaxing. And once I beat this cancer stuff, I think me and a friend are go to a nice place and go fishing for a while. I don't know if people notice in uh, my big face camera. If you notice, the shirt I was wearing is uh, basically it's the 501st Make a Wish camera, t-shirt. Sorry, not camera. Looking at my feed there, and I noticed that my green screen is fading out. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. Hopefully that. Oh, yeah, I think that fixed it on that. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Okay. A fishing rod, I don't think it's magical. Huh, it's weird. Green screen thing is not transmitting over the Twitch feed. So I have to work on that a little bit later on. I'll start with the camera. I'll probably need to reboot my computer. And you know what? I've been going at this for about 45 minutes. I'm not going to go any further time on this video. I know most people won't even watch it that long. And all I can say is that I do uh, contests on my channel where I give away nifty little stuff, handmade stuff, and sometimes some D&D dice. So if you'd like to be entered and win, you must be a viewable subscriber on YouTube. And you can, let's see if I can do my hand correctly here. Go ahead, get me back to my face camera. But basically, down below, oh, nope, other side, over here, over here, yeah, over here. Subscribe button. And there's a little bell there. Okay? See, I'll put my hand in front of my face. See, you don't see my ugly face. But anyway, subscribe. Uh, we are going to do some cool stuff. If you've been to the Geekdom Hideaway, I'll be doing some cool stuff from that for a giveaway. Uh, Either embroidered towel, hand towels, pot holders, stuff like that for the geek household. Um, so please subscribe. I will announce it. We do it by hand drawing. I put all the names in the cup, and I'm doing a rule that if you've won, your name doesn't go back into the cup. So uh, that's a rule, so that we always get new people winning, and people can get something cool in the mail or pick up here locally. I hope that you have a wonderful and safe Martin Luther King holiday. Be kind to other people. If I remember correct, next month is a special month for African Americans as it celebrates your heritage and your culture. And, I think more Americans need to be aware of the culture because a lot of times it's different than what Irish Americans and Scottish Americans and English Americans and so forth. I'm actually, my heritage is Irish, Scottish, German, and English. So I'm a mutt from the Celts and Vikings. And I'm still learning about the history of my people and the different religions they practice. So that's part of my culture. And I know a lot of African Americans are doing the same thing. They're researching their culture. You know, uh, a part of their culture was slavery, and unfortunately, that's a sad thing. But in the realm of things, everyone has been a slave at one point, or I mean, every culture has had some form of slavery at one point or another. Uh, Irish, the Scottish were usually serfs to the kings, which is a form of slavery. I mean, you were given land to plant on and to work, and you had to give the majority of what you did to the king because he owned the land. You didn't own the land. You had to work the land for the king, or for the duke or whoever it was. So there's many forms of slavery. Yes, some of the stuff that happened during slavery were horrific, and we need to remember that. Just like we need to remember the horrific things that happened during World War II. And if we forget the history that we've come from, including the bad things that we've done to people, so that we don't do it again, we will never learn as a human race. And that's my true opinion. We have to learn from the mistakes of our past, and a lot of people uh, do not learn their heritage, and unfortunately, I have some bad marks in my heritage. Uh, do believe my great 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 grandfather on my mom's side was German, but he left before World War One. But still, there's that association where they basically, you know, did some horrific things, and there's a lot of cultures that have done that. So be kind to one another. Y'all have a great Martin Luther King. I will see you next time on another stream, and hopefully I'll be streaming tomorrow night. I will start my chemo streams and gaming streams uh, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night. Uh, I'm usually on pretty. I'll probably be on a little bit earlier than normal, but it'll probably be an evening stream or afternoon stream, kind of like I did this one. Possibly somewhere about 2 to, or I mean 3 to 4 o'clock. Uh, just because that's when this house is the quietest and there's no one around. My wife will be at work and the kiddos are pretty much quiet at that point. So that's going to be my schedule coming up next week. So you can see me try to play a game under chemo. My reaction times and my thought patterns are a little bit off during that. I have not gotten as nauseous as I anticipated, but still it happens. So y'all have a good one, and I'll see you next time.